Hi, this is Brian David Phillips and welcome to the Hypnocast, my online blog, audio blog and video blog for discussion of techniques and issues related to trance, hypnosis, meditation, guided imagery, and other focused experiential trance modalities. This episode we're going to be exploring the SIGIL process, which I posted about before in an audio blog, but this time around we're going to have a video example of me running the process with an actual client who has given permission for this particular process to be used in this. Now, the SIGIL process takes an idea from magic, and the idea of a sigil or sign is a magic symbol that's suspended in air, has power. What you do is you have the person enter somnambulism, which is deep imaginative involvement in trance experience, and then you have them imagine in one hand that in front of them they're drawing a symbol, and in that symbol is all the energy and the emotional connection of whatever issue they'd like to change. Anything from a fear they'd like to let go of, to a behavior pattern set, or a concept or idea, or a belief. But they just keep them going over and over, and imagine they can see the color of the magical light hanging in the air before them. Switch hands, and then do the same thing for their objective pattern. That is, the feelings, emotions, beliefs that they'd like to have after the process is run. Their goal state. And have them take the other hand, take the finger out, and draw the symbol that represents that, which will be slightly different or completely different. And imagine they can see the color of that. You can ask them what the color is. That reinforces the depth of the experience, the experiential nature of the trance. Then, with both hands, they simply imagine that they're letting their hands guide the symbols together using ideomotor effect. So they're not consciously moving them. And as the two symbols in the air begin to merge and melt, you may notice that the colors begin to change. As the two symbols, as the negative aspects of the original state are melted away, and you keep the positive aspects or drivers. So the good things that your unconscious wants to keep and why you're being protected or whatever that is. And as they two melt, so that the goal orientation takes in the positive drivers of the old behavior, there's a new symbol and a new color in the middle that merges. Ask them what that color is. Intensify it. Really let it go. Then take that symbol and have it moving towards their heart or their brain or whatever, their mind, whatever it is. So that it's ideomotor effect, and as it gets closer to them, it gets stronger. So that when it touches them, it merges with their body, their spirit, and their mind and becomes a permanent part of who they are. Ask them if they'd like that to happen. Get consent. Of course, they're seeing you because they want that to happen, so they will say yes, but sometimes there's a part that objects, and you can deal with that with other SIGIL processes. Eventually you'll get it, and then you ask, do you want to keep that? Notice the feelings, notice the color, notice how good it feels. Of course they'll say yes, and then if you'd like to keep that as a permanent part of who you are, in a moment I'm going to touch your forehead. Boom. There's a dial from 1 to 5. With each number I dial, make that a lot stronger. So at the number 5 it explodes and becomes a permanent part of who you are. Okay? Very simple process. Now I'd like you to see the example. I'd like you to imagine now that you have a pen, a light pen. And in this hand, I'd like you to imagine that you can draw, experience a feeling? Is there something you'd like to change about yourself? Something you're afraid of, you don't want to be afraid of? Or an ability you'd like to make stronger? Or perhaps a negative trait you would like to eliminate? Or a positive one? Something good you'd like to make stronger? Is there something you'd like to change about yourself? Is there something you would like to change? All right. Now I want you to imagine that as you think of that thing you would like to change, that you can feel your hand draw a symbol. It's called a sigil. And a sigil is a magic symbol that has all the energy and power of this thing you would like to change. And imagine you can draw that symbol in the air. It'll be a simple shape. Just draw it. Let your hand move by itself to make that symbol. It's a simple symbol. And draw over it again, and notice it becomes even more powerful. And you may even feel a light, a color, in the air in front of you, hanging in the shape of that symbol. What color is that symbol? Louder, please. Okay. Now, I'd like to take that. Go ahead and grab that symbol and move it over here to the left. And we'll keep it here. Now, with the other hand, I'd like you to imagine whatever it is you'd like to be, if you make this change, a symbol for the kind of person you would like to be with the change made. So that symbol begins drawing. You'll notice that that shape is also simple, and it also has light and energy and color. And go ahead and draw over it a couple times so that it becomes even more powerful, and you could feel it hanging in the air like a magic symbol. Now that also has light and color. What color is this one? Purple. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do is place your hands around the two symbols. And I'd like you to notice that as your hands gently begin moving together, the two symbols begin moving together. And feel it as those two symbols get closer, the energy change as this symbol changes. And the bad parts of that drift away. They're erased. But the good parts of who you are and why this is there stay. And over here, this new symbol incorporates or melds together and merges, becomes one with the good parts of the old you. And as they begin moving together, you may begin to feel like a tingling sensation in your mind, in your spirit, in your body. And when they touch, you may feel a very delightful energy in your mind, your body, and your spirit. You feel a difference? Now what I'd like you to do in a moment is to hold that symbol, the new symbol. What color is the new symbol? Purple. That new purple symbol, I'd like you to pull that into your heart. And when it touches, I'd like you, at its own speed, and as it gets closer to your heart and your body and your spirit, it becomes even stronger. And when that new symbol comes into you, I want you to feel a very good feeling in your mind, your spirit, and your body as you feel the locks change and it becomes a permanent change for you. Is that all right with you? Then imagine that that symbol begins moving towards your chest. Your hands can pull it forward, but they move by themselves with the symbol. The closer they get to your body, the more powerful you feel it in your mind and your spirit. When it touches your body, you feel the entire change within you, like a powerful, powerful change. and you feel an explosion of happiness, joy, and power. Like a whoosh, all through you. How does that feel? Feel different? You feel good? Would you like to keep that? 1, 2, 3, 4. At the next number, permanent on 5. And notice how good that feels. And your unconscious knows. Now you've just drawn symbols, but your unconscious knows how to work with them so that you begin to notice changes. That's it. The whole process. Now, of course, when you're running it with people, you may vary it, you may make adaptive changes, whatever. Make the process your own. Play with it. Have fun with it. It's very imaginative, and it works very well. This has been Brian David Phillips bringing you a variation of my SIGIL process that I'd like to share with you. If you'd like more information about hypnosis, focus trance, or experiential hypnosis, go to my web pages at www.briandavidphillips.com, where I have a lot of resources, a text blog, audio blog, photographs, MP3s, videos, the whole works, as well as products. Feel free to email me or join my forum online at the Hypnosis Technique Exchange and share ideas with others interested in focused trance. But also take my classes and buy my products. Just had to put that in because so many of these podcasts and audio blogs and video blogs, they're basically advertisements, so I thought I'd advertise too. Buy my products now. Look deeply in my eyes and buy. Just kidding. Until next time, this is Brian David Phillips. Good day.